Wednesday night, which is
Oh my
weird to
gosh.
say, everybody. We are here at the Disneyland After Dark 80s event. There are tickets still available, which doesn't help you by the time you see this, but tickets are still available. We've got our really cool maps that we'll go into details about a little bit.
Got a very
The lanyard.
holographic,
Yes.
event credential.
Exactly, and it's going to be a fun night here at Disneyland. We don't actually know everything we're going to do. We're hoping for fireworks. It's a little bit windy though, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Videopolis is obviously on the list for tonight. I don't know, what else do you want to do?
I don't know about meeting characters. I want to see characters though, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to.
The lines are usually pretty long for characters at these events.
But it's cool to like walk by and be like, look at
I
characters.
saw it now,
Yeah.
and then you guys get to see it in the video. Maybe not in interaction as much, but maybe you get lucky. Who knows? We'll see. But it's going to be a fantastic night, and we're going to make our way to Tomorrowland first, I believe, to see what we can see.
Yeah.
And it should be a fun, albeit cool evening here at the happiest place on Earth. What could be more 80s than Boba Fett himself? We definitely have an Ewok. You got it.
Half one's interesting. That's why you're so tall. Exactly. Not quite as furry as you. Yeah. More like a hairless Ewok, right? Yeah. That must have been off planet for quite some time. Oh, no.
Not about it. No shoes. We're in it. Would you be so kind as to let us walk? Okay. Get on. Here we go. Let's test it out. What do you think?
You gotta take pictures.
Too high tech. Please sit in it. Please sit in it. It's maybe a little high tech. Maybe a little much. I know it might not be sturdy either. I mean, those are some heavy duty speeders over there. Practically falling apart. What does that? Look.
Oh, so sensitive.
Wasn't the part easier? Is that it too? Take care of him. Don't give him chocolate?
I'll try not to.
Okay, good. Freckles, no chocolate.
So we've seen an Ewok, we've now had dinner, and now we're gonna go see Captain Rex.
Them because they were so saved the company.
So we just met Rex, and it was everything you would ever hope it would be. He's been flying since the 80s. He's taken a bit of a break as of recent
Vacation.
years. Yes.
I mean,
but,
a working vacation. But
Yeah, well, he was going all over the place. Oh, speaking of the 80s, that's very 80s, right?
my boy.
Yeah, but
1982.
exactly. But really cool to see Rex. That actually might end up being a highlight for the night, just because when I saw Captain Rex, I was like, huh, weird. Why do they have Clone Wars stuff?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
We
I
were
guess
kind of confused.
Star Wars is that, I guess. And so anyway, very cool. This might be a highlight of the night, but we will see. And we're gonna go try to find the Tron thing. We'll go ask that lovely cast member over there. I'm sure he's very nice. So the event hasn't even started yet, but this is the line for merchandise, which is in Star Wars Launch Bay, and it is ridiculously long, and I don't think we're gonna go in there, but look at the long line, isn't that cool? Just because we haven't been up here in quite some time, I thought I'd shoot a quick panorama of the skies of Tomorrowland. You really don't get many opportunities to come up here anymore. And it's a windy night, so there's no fireworks for Mickey's Mix Magic, although it's midweek, so there probably wouldn't be anyway. The wind is a little bit concerning though, because we were supposed to have our 80s night fireworks in a couple of hours, and hopefully they still happen, but it's a beautiful night. And it turns out they have photo ops up here that's 80s night. Very cool. You could also check in here if you didn't do it at the main gate, and that's been open, I believe, all afternoon. And this is the upper level of Star Wars Launch Bay. And then photo ops are right there. Thank you. So now we're really making a blast to the past, and we are going to the world of Tron. Now, when I was a child and we went on the People Mover, this is what I remember is the Tron section for the People Mover, and it felt like you're going really fast, and it was super cool for like little 5-year-old, 4-year-old Mr. DAPs. It kind of looks like this might end up being in the archives exhibit that's coming up, I believe, at the Bowers Museum, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the archives very soon. I believe that begins in March. Do you happen to know, Katie, or am I?
I have no idea. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. They got helmets from the movies. Very cool. And then you can't just have helmets. You have to have the disc as well. It's a nice little place. And of course, photo op. Here's one of the photo locations for the night. Fantasyland map from 1982 and 1983 when Fantasyland reopened with its new look. And there is the map, and it looks awesome. And of course, it wouldn't be a trip to Disneyland without going to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I do have to make a note to stop here. 90s night, last year, a little bit under a year, we were standing right there waiting to meet
Esmeralda and Copan.
Clopan. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And then it started raining. If this had been open, we could have been right here outside of the rain instead of going into the, what did we call them? The crypt?
Yeah.
I think we called it the crypt because we had to go underneath that overhang of a rock. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And all of these have really been fun. And it's always that value proposition for all of these events where it's like, is it really worth the $115? And it's like, for some people, absolutely not. For other people, absolutely. One of the reasons we do this is we want to give a good story and we want to cover this for DAPs, but we also legitimately have a lot of fun getting to do things that we normally wouldn't do as regulars at the Disneyland Resort. And so it's been a lot of fun, and we're already having a blast. I think this is the best opening to one we've had so far.
Well, the event doesn't start for another 45 minutes.
Yeah, and we're already doing tons of stuff, like going to Batu and wandering around, watching people get blue milk. But no, getting to meet Rex was still highlight. The Tron exhibit was cool. Also highlight is meeting the Ewoks. Like, we've done two things you do not get to do on an average day, and it's absolutely, I think it's a really good thing, and it's a lot of fun. I'm just gonna add to my case of why this is awesome, is right now you can get a picture in front of the Millennium Falcon, and there's maybe a dozen people around it right now, but you can get one without anybody in your shot. And how cool is that, getting to see the Millennium Falcon with nobody in the shot, except for Michael Jackson over there. But no, you can literally get a picture without anybody in it, and that is amazing. One thing that is not open tonight is Rise of the Resistance, and I actually find this a little bit enjoyable / amusing because we haven't seen this view like this in weeks.
Yeah, honestly.
And that's not a complaint, but it is kind of funny to see that you can now see the entrance without a million people around it and guards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
It's nice, honestly. We kind of took it for granted a little bit, and now that we like haven't been able to see this in a while, it's
Probably won't again for a very long time.
yeah.
Especially Star Wars night, because that's just not gonna be. That's gonna be insane, I bet.
Yeah. I love.
And we found a Splash Mountain location for a photo. So of course we'll have to take said photo, because that's just how it works. But very cool.
80s fans, and welcome to 80s Night at Disneyland, the most totally awesome place on earth. Tonight there's fun on the run, from outrageous photo ops to music that never stops. So hit the dance floor at Videopolis, rock out at the Totally Mini Dance Party, and jam to the 80s All-Stars. And don't miss the awesome After Dark fireworks to the max. Let's celebrate what made the 80s great.
And as the party begins, Mickey from Mouser Size is here to large crowds. Very happy to see him. He is rocking out to the Eye of the Tiger. So the party has officially begun. We're making our way around to find what characters are out and all of that fun jazz.
Our biggest question is who's Ariel's friend?
That is the
In
question.
the map, it says Ariel and her friend.
And her friend.
Who's
So
her friend?
we might find out right now because we're walking into Fantasy Fair where there's a ridiculously long line of other people who want to find out who Ariel's friend is as well. We may not wait in
I
said
see
line.
Giselle.
I see Ariel too.
Oh, is that Ariel?
Yeah, that's Ariel.
Oh, wow.
In her-
That-
oh, this
it's
is
the pink lighting
Ariel with a
cancels out.
fin, actually.
Yes.
And
the pink lighting cancels out.
that's amazing. Hold on, we're gonna switch directions. So it is Ariel in her fin, and it is Sebastian is the friend, which is very cool. We haven't seen him. I don't know if we've actually ever seen him here, but it is very cool seeing them both here tonight. And yeah. You were just the first official that I saw. I wanted to let you know. And we have come across C-3PO and R2-D2, and it's amazing. I have never seen them live before, and I'm geeking out.
Okay. I switched through the spotlight settings to be on the safe side.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it says it doubled the shine.
Okay, but
That's the kill.
A new skill module has been added to our programming, allowing for demonstration. A party hunter, a smuggler, and a Polaroid miner enter the cantina. Once inside, they each consume refreshments, converse with the patrons, and enjoy the ambiance. Isn't that remarkable?
That was hilarious.
Thank you for your support.
Great joke. Where would you like us to stand?
Right here.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, it said,
No. I'm sorry, but I cannot override my signal.
Boys and girls, due to unsafe lands high above the Disneyland Resort, the awesome After Dark fireworks parts to the Max show cannot safely be presented at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. However, in just a few minutes, the lights will be dimmed so you can fully experience the music and special features of the Mickey's Mix Magic. For your safety and for the safety of those around you, please remain in the safe area until the lights return to normal. Thank you for your understanding and please enjoy the show.
We have made our way over to the Fantasyland Theater, where Videopolis has made its triumphant return. Favorite of many who experienced it originally, it is back now, and we'll see just how good it is. Seems to be the most popular place in the resort tonight. I guess the land tonight, Disneyland. Definitely the busiest we've seen as we've been walking around, although a lot of people are leaving right now, so it might have had an initial pull as the party began, and now it's changing. I like how they did it. They're utilizing these screens very effective way, and this is a very good way to do this. They have cleared out the seats in part of the front for a dancing area, and just like in the old days, the video cameras are back in, getting the dancers in the midst of Videopolis. Hopefully you can hear me. This is very fun, and very well done. I was curious how it was going to work, and I think it's working fantastically. People are going to be loving this tonight. We are noticing there's some blasts from the past in other ways in the resort as well. If you look at the DJ's outfit, it looks like it might be a mix from electronica and also Mad Tea Party, if you can hear me. Oh, and that's where you're going to get your cranberry juice. And Roger's out in front meeting guests in front of Toontown, which was closed for fireworks. It didn't happen, I think, but you never really know. Cool to see him anytime he is out. They've also given the magic to It's a Small World tonight as well. It looks beautiful. It's a very good use of the technology and a lot of fun to see.
Just totally awesome. Donald, your vision totally fresh. And Pluto, you're like totally fetch. Okay, my friend Regina is gonna say that Regina, that fetch is not in, but it is. It is. Oh, Minnie, you're totally awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Round of applause for her. And now my favorite part. It's a rap party, everyone. Enjoy dancing with our lovely crew. Have a good night. DJ Nathan Jazz, play that beat. Yes.
And then they also have another photo location here that's very Hollywood, 80s. Reminds me of a lot of old movies. And as we come to Main Street, we see DJ Wendy, who is leading the party here in the hub, and always a fun time. And we found DuckTales. We've got Scrooge and Launchpad, and that's amazing. What fun is that? And Huey, Dewey, and Louie have arrived, and they are amazing. And they have quite a few VHS backdrops here in the Opera House, and it's actually really quite fun and cool. And over on the Rivers of America, they've got the 80s All-Stars dancing or performing, and there's quite a few people dancing along the Rivers of America. As you can see, nothing is completely packed tonight, and that's made for a really enjoyable evening, as you're getting to do pretty much everything that you want to do. And that's making for a really fun night. We just had a lot of fun with Tyler and Haley taking a bunch of pictures in the Opera House with a bunch of different scrims. Maybe we'll include that as well as I'm talking just really quickly. But it's turning out to be a really enjoyable evening. No stress, just because it's not overly crowded. And I am very thankful for this, because I feel like some of the previous Disneyland After Darks got a little bit crowded, and it made it a little bit difficult to do everything, and could be a little bit frustrating for people that were waiting in line the entire night. So we're going to make our way around the Rivers of America and go check out what's going on in Critter Country again, probably through Galaxy's Edge, and we'll see what else we do tonight. We have hit almost everything. And we've returned to Critter Country, and it looks like Brer Rabbit and Bear Fox are now meeting with guests back here, which is very fun. And actually adds a lot to the area. Good choice. We'll get out of the shadow for people. But that's really fun. And people seem to really be enjoying seeing them, and the line is quite long. looks like Brer Fox is kind of like hosting people and bringing them up, which is really fun.
And a totally mini dance party starring, of course, Minnie Mouse. Here's Jenna. Jenna, come out here, tell them what's up.
Alright, thank you, DJ. Hello. How you doing? Oh, thank you so much for being on time. Love this outfit. How you doing? Oh, thank you so much for being here. Oh, you looking bodacious, babe. Look at those glasses, lamb. Oh, you guys are looking so rat-tastic. I love it. Oh, well, thank you, DJ Jason Jazz, for warming them up. Hello, everyone. How you doing? I am Jenna. I am your assistant director, assistant choreographer, and assistant to the assistant regional manager, and major fan, yes, major fan of Minnie Mouse. Who's a fan of Minnie Mouse over here? Oh, good, because you are going to be in her totally mini music video, all right? And you're going to be her fabulous fly dancers, yes? And we have the lovely dancers right over here. We got Dylan, we got Devin, we got Daryl, and we got Daron. And they're gonna be their awesome dancers for you, okay? So first things first, we're gonna teach you the moves and get some wide shots, okay? But first, let's bring out our totally awesome crew. Let's bring it out, here they come. He has directed many films. He's directed so many music videos, Academy Award ones. Give it up for our director, Donald Duck. Oh, yes. And then give a round of applause for our fabulous choreographer, Goofy, right here. Oh, love the leg warmers, Goof. Oh, and here he is, our camera canine, Pluto. He is also park pointer, yes, and he's gonna be our camera right over there. Thanks, get behind there. All right, Goof, let's teach them the moves, yeah? Let's do the last moves. What is the first move, Goof? Show us. Ooh. Oh, yeah, let's see you swing it. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's good. We're gonna do 4 of those, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good. All right, Goof, show them the next move. Let's see it. Ooh, pump it. All right, let me see those pumps. Pump, 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 pump. Yes, we'll do 2 on each side. Pump to the left, pump to the right. Oh, good. All right, let's put those 2 moves together. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. All right, looking fab. All right, Goof, show us the 3rd move. What's that 3rd move? Ooh, he's bringing it back. The truth, the truth. Let me see that truth. Yes, bring those pelvises forward. Yes, I want to see some Paula Abdul over here. Yes, you got it, honey. All right, let's put all 3 of those moves together. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pump, pump, pump. True. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We're gonna do 4 of those. That is fantastic. All right, good. Let's show them the last move. What's the last move? You are bodacious, baby. Yes, but why don't we keep it simple? Just go around in a circle, all right? Like that. Oh, good, good, good. All right, let's put all 4 of those moves together. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pump, 2, pump, true. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walking around. All right, and then that last part, we're gonna pose. They are looking stellar. All right, DJ Jason Jazz, let's put it to music. Let me see them. Let's try it again. All right. Now remember the scene. You're having a great time. You're ready for the party for Minnie, right? All right, we're gonna give a big old cheer when she walks in. Let me hear you cheer. All right, good. Oh, fantastic. All right, one more time. Big old cheer. Cheers. Oh, they are stellar. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about you? Any notes? Oh, he needs more energy. That's right. This is a music video for Minnie Mouse. We need a team, nice and loud. All right, Pluto, you ready to get behind that camera? Everybody, cheer. Here we go. for being here. You look fantastic. All right, folks, are you ready? Places, everyone. Minnie, get to your spot. Everyone, cheer. She's here. She is here. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Most excellent. Do it again. Oh, Donald, what's wrong? What, Goofy, you're in the shot. You're not supposed to be down there. Get up there, you goof. Minnie, I think we're gonna have to do another take. That was like so embarrassing. Sorry about that, honey. Pluto, don't worry about it. Here, we're gonna do it again. Everyone, this is our final take. Big smiles, big cheers. Everyone, cheers. Your vision is totally fresh. Oh, Pluto, and you are like so bent. My friend Regina said it's going to be out, but it's actually going to be very in, okay? Thank you. Oh, and Minnie, totally Minnie, give it up for Minnie right here, the star. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, now to my favorite part. It's a rap party, everyone. Dance with our lovely crew. Have a good time tonight. Thank you so much for being at our show. Bye, DJ Joe.
So we just watched the Totally Mini show, actually saw the whole thing this time, so you might have seen this part or parts of it twice in our video tonight. Yes, because it actually is cute and it's an original little show thing that they did for tonight.
Honestly, Donald and Goofy and Minnie and Pluto.
Don't forget
all
Pluto.
look ridiculously cute.
Yeah, they did a really nice job. We're passing Rex again over in Star Tours, which is kind of fun. He's had a steady line all night, but it's been a great time. Now we are making our way over to Fantasyland because they got some cool, what do you call those? Fast facts, graphic things that they've got. So we're gonna go check those out, get some pictures and video of those, and then we will have done literally everything with about 45 minutes to spare, which
that's kind of crazy.
That's a new record for us. I've really been happy with that though, because sometimes these things have a little bit of pressure to get through everything, and there's like no way to succeed, you almost feel like.
This has been my ideal Disneyland After Dark night.
Yeah.
The things that had a giant line we were still able to see in passing.
Yeah, I like that they did it that way.
We did talk about at the beginning of the video, we hoped we were going to be able to see things in passing, and we were able to.
Like Splash Mountain, the characters over there.
Yes.
We could just go see them without waiting in line.
And Mousercise and Hoodoo, we were able to walk by.
Yes.
And actually, in most cases, have kind of a special moment as they walk out to their location.
There were options for everybody to get the level of engagement they wanted with each area, and enough things to do that there isn't any shortage of things to do, but it really is a...
I mean, the only thing we didn't do is food.
Yeah, we didn't do food, but we could have.
We had a lot
Like,
of
it
time.
really came down to it. We ate before the event started because it's always super long lines for food, and I feel like we probably could have gone at least one place for food.
I agree.
And enjoyed that.
Something important to note is that mobile order is available during Disneyland After Dark events.
That helps.
I mean, it doesn't help with cases like Rancho because Rancho does not have mobile order.
But there was no line there, so it was okay.
There's no line there.
So we're gonna make our way over to Fantasyland and see what we see. And the castle is lit up beautifully tonight. I feel like the projections keep getting better and better with the castle, and it just makes it that much more magical and fun. And look at that, that's super cool. As we make our way into Fantasyland. So the first infographic, I guess, we've got here is the Disney live action films. 1980, we've got Midnight Madness, Herbie Goes Banana, The Last Flight of Noah's Ark, Popeye. 81 was The Devil and Max Devlin. I don't know if you can read this or not, I can barely read it. Condor Man, Amy, The Watcher in the Woods, Dragon Slayer. 82 was Night Crossing, Tron, Tex. 83, Trench Coat, Something Wicked, The Way Comes, Never Cry Wolf. 84 was Touchstone Pictures label is created so that Disney Studio could produce more mature films that weren't typically Disney family fare.
Which, mind you, this sounds like a lot of things we've talked about in the news.
Yes. This includes Splash and Country. 85, you've got Baby Secret of the Lost Legend, never heard of that. Return to Oz, My Science Project, The Journey of Natty Gann, One Magical Christmas. 86, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, I do remember that one. Offbeat, Ruthless People, Flight of the Navigator, do remember that. Tough Guys, The Color of Money, remember that as well. 87, there's a lot of them. Stakeout, Can't Buy Me Love, Hello Again, Three Men and a Baby, Good Morning Vietnam, I didn't know that was Disney. Outrageous Fortune, Tin Men, Ernest Goes to Camp, great movie. Benji the Hunted, also good. Adventures in Babysitting. 88, Shoot to Kill, DOA, Return to Snowy River, Big Business, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Cocktail, The Rescue, Heartbreak Hotel, The Good Mother, Ernest Saves Christmas, and Beaches. And then finally, in 89, Hollywood Pictures is created as another adult-oriented film with Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, Turner and Hooch, Cheetah, An Innocent Man, Gross Anatomy, Blaze, Three Fugitives, New York Stories, Disorganized Crime, and The Dead Poets Society. And we have just gone through all of the 80s for Disney's live-action films. Let's go see what we find next. At Disneyland Park Entertainment, there was a ton of things. I'm just gonna go really slow through this and let you read them because that was too much for me to read, but I am amused by the 25th anniversary stuff. Donald Duck's 50th birthday is kind of fun to see. Disney's 30th anniversary parade in 85. Captain EO in 86. Star Tours in 87. Mickey's 60th birthday in 88. And hooray for Disney Stars Parade in 89. In the world of Disney animation, quite a bit came out actually, surprising. Fox and the Hound in 81, Vincent in 82 from Tim Burton, Winnie the Pooh, Day for Eeyore, In a Day for Eeyore, 83 along with Mickey's Christmas Carol. Roy E. Disney became chairman of Disney Animation in 84, 85 is The Black Cauldron, Great Mouse Detective in 86, Oliver and Company in 88, Timmy Trouble, the first Roger Rabbit theatrical short, was in 89, and along with that was The Little Mermaid. And we arrive at Disney Park milestones, which really comes as no surprise that 80 would be Disneyland's birthday. Magic Journeys, which is really something I remember and loved, was in 84, 83 had New Fantasyland. 30th anniversary is in 85, and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln got an upgrade of its animatronic then. 86 was Country Bear Vacation Hoedown, you can't forget that. Oh, I should go back, 85 was when Videopolis opened, very important. Hopping forward to 87, Star Tours opened, which is great. Also the year that Disney Dollars came out. Bear Country became Critter Country in 88, and Disneyland Hotel was purchased by the Walt Disney in 88 as well, Walt Disney Company. And then 89, Splash Mountain opened, and that was such a huge deal. I remember that vividly when I was a kid, and New Year's Eve really kicked off in that year as well. And I think finally we arrive at Disney Television, 25th anniversary in 80, no surprise there. Herbie the Love Bug in 82 was on TV, great, and Epcot's opening celebration. That might be the most important. 83, there was a ton that came out, but mainly the most important thing there was the Disney Channel debuted. Epcot Magazine in 84. 85, Disneyland 30th anniversary. Dumbo Circus, which I remember as a kid. Wuzzles, Gummy Bears, Golden Girls, all that year as well. 86, let's see which one jumps out at me. I remember Return to Treasure Island. 87, Anne of Avonlea, Videopolis TV series, and most importantly of all of this, DuckTales came out in 87. And then 88, New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh jumps out at me, and The Magical World of Disney. And then 89, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers came out, and that was a lot of fun as well, along with the all-new Mickey Mouse Club and America's Funniest Home Videos. 80s had a lot of Disney classics come out that I don't think anybody ever imagined would be such a big deal today. And then right behind us here, we have Jiminy Cricket, and Pinocchio, which is kind of fun to see. So we are wrapping up our evening here at Disneyland After Dark. Where we have hit almost everything. Glad you didn't fall. And we have 28 minutes to spare. 22 minutes?
32.
32. I can do math.
So good at math, guys.
Well, also we both worked early this morning and worked all day.
Yeah.
And then went to Disneyland because that's what we do.
One coffee at 6 a.m. and no coffee since.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I guess.
But we thought it'd be fun to end our night walking by the castle and, almost more importantly, Matterhorn, just because of how cool it looks. Like, this is cool. This is very cool. But look at that. Especially once we get around the corner a little bit and you can see it really is impressive projection tonight on the Matterhorn, and I just feel like it should be noted. Right? Katie was busy dancing. It's okay.
Yeah.
Here's a quick check-in, 80s
Hi,
fans.
Bill.
There's just 30 minutes left to soak up all the
There we go,
80s
30.
magic you can. So warm up those leg warmers and be sure to catch all the outrageous fun before this decade is just a memory again.
There we go. So there is the Matterhorn in all its majesty of projection and 80s logos. So we are wrapping up our night at Disneyland After Dark. There's a few more minutes left, but we'll probably beat that. What were your thoughts about this one?
I really liked it. I feel like some events have not been the value that I paid for them.
Yes.
I still had a ton of fun,
Yes.
but I was like, oh, it's a little bit expensive. This, I feel, was worth every single penny.
Yeah.
If,
Especially the Disney Plus photos. Those were great.
If every event was this level of crowds,
Yeah.
I would be incredibly happy.
I almost feel like it's a much better value just because of level of crowds.
Yeah.
And also just because of the level of accessibility for everything.
Yeah.
Like, you could meet Mickey over there all night. You could meet Scrooge McDuck and Launchpad, or the three boys, the three nephews, all
and
evening.
You could get in line depending on...
Yeah, back and forth. So if you wanted to wait for the nephews, you could wait in one line. If you wanted to wait for Scrooge and Launchpad, that's what I was going for.
I do think came out of things that happened in the 90s.
Yeah, they are
So,
progressively getting better. And
Disney listens
yeah.
if you speak very nicely and kindly. But I think that truly the events are getting better and they're listening to feedback from guests.
Yep, absolutely. There's tons of photo pass here I'm noticing as I'm looking around as well.
Yeah.
Lots of food, there's just lots of opportunities to do whatever you want. So I thought they did a fantastic job. And I feel like I got to do everything I wanted to do without stressing out about it. And that's a win in itself. So we hope you've enjoyed our evening here at the Disneyland Resort for Disneyland After Dark. 80s night, I almost said 90s. If you like these videos or you'd like other things as well, let us know in the comments, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to dapsmagic.com so you don't miss any of our daily Disney and geek news, because it's the best, right?
It is.
And we hope you're having a fantastic week, and we look forward to seeing you in the parks.